Happy Finance Friday, everybody. All right, before we begin the video, we're going to ship out these International Collector's Edition factory sealed boxes. Now, sometimes because it's so tight of a wrap, it has like a little of a gap here. That's not a section in the window, everybody. But there are 4 bricks here. Look at that. So that's a tighter wrap. These are, back in the day, these were $50. $50, and now they're going for over $10,000 a pop for the international. International is only 5,000, I think, ever made. Collector's edition was 15,000 boxes, so I think there might be less than the collector's edition. I don't know than that, but they're pretty damn rare. And they have the reserve list Black Lotus, Power 9, Dual Lands, whatever. If you are selling these, contact me, Daniel at vintagemagic.com. Find me at vintagemagic.com. I will buy them. I will buy them from you. If you have singles and stuff, contact me. And that's all we got right now. Enjoy the Finance Friday. Happy 4th of July. Take care, everybody. Always buy MTG crack bricks.
Vintage Magic. Game. Collect. Invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with vintagemagic.com. All right, guys, so today's Finance Friday. Before we begin, real quick, for the patrons, for the month of July 2020, I will do alliances, English alliances, booster packs for $15 a pack. I think they're going about $25 a pack, about over $1,000 a box now, especially with all the Therese Nielsen stuff going on. As you guys may have heard, Therese Nielsen is no longer going to be on the slate for any Magic art for now. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future, but kind of sad. There's some politics going on. We can go over that in a different video, but her Force of Will, obviously, in Alliances, has been her most popular card for years. So that card's been going up a little bit. So anyway, $15 a pack. If you are in the gamer tier, you can get 2 packs maximum, and that's shipped, by the way, shipped now. If you're doing player tier, that is 4 packs. Collector tier gets 8 packs. And if you're in the Magic the Gathering business crew thing that we have going on, right? The class, the university, that's what I call it. I will give you guys up to 12 packs at $15 a pop. All right, and that's shipped. So, and I will say up front that you have to order the minimum, the at least minimum amount is 2 packs because it makes no sense for shipping. All right, so let's talk about Finance Friday. What's going on in the world of Magic and also life? Here we go. So, a couple big things. Number one, the Corona situation has gotten a little bit more stiffy. Kind of. Iffy. I didn't say stiffy, did I? Yeah, I said stiffy. Well, you know what I'm thinking about. So, I just got back from Las Vegas. Saw my friend Jeff Boski play some old school Magic, play some poker. Yeah, it's a little weird. And I want to tell you guys, it's important to understand why Las Vegas is really critical to this entire equation. Because traveling is coming back. Traveling has come back in the world. Not international traveling, because we're banned from the EU right now. We're not allowed to go to the European countries. But traveling in the U.S. is happening. I went to the airport. It's a little weird. There's no... In Vegas, there's no Uber or cabs are very sparse. Literally like a dead, like no one's there. I'm not kidding. No one at the airport. Only the people on your flight. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So expect lower amounts of people traveling, which is actually pretty good. Some people, it's peaceful, right? Another thing to understand is like Hawaii, for example, has a 14-day mandatory quarantine for all visitors in general. So they will lift that August 1st. They're going to lift that. But in order to lift that quarantine, you have to get tested for the COVID I think it's like a 3 days before the flight or something test. They're trying to implement the process, but that will change. Think about that. Another place you can go on vacation, go on a beach, but they're really trying to crack down on, contact tracing, all that, being safe. And that's good. That's good for everybody. The island's really small. The islands are really small, so it could really balloon into a big outbreak if you didn't do that. But you see, like in Florida, you see California, you see Texas spiking. People are shutting down certain things. So how does that affect Magic? Well, that's all important, because if you don't understand the current world situation, you're not going to know how to invest. I'm noticing something where even though the economy is kind of wavering around, there's a lot, like 11% unemployment, something like that. It's kind of, people still have money on the sidelines in the older Magic arena. And newer Magic is exploding because people want to, well, frankly, like I was telling you before, and there's a crisis, people are not going to give up their decks. They still want to play. They're still playing online, right, Magic Arena, and so they're still collecting also. They're going nostalgic. They're going into what feels good. They're probably, getting rid of things that they don't want, but home projects maybe, spend time with family. So things have become very nostalgic. Also, the consensus I've noticed is that this is probably going to turn around big time in 2021, hopefully in January, maybe sooner. But here's a very big problem. Here's the financial problem that I see. So the second wave is already coming. You notice that the second wave has come because the trend is higher in the U.S., right, all over. But if people are accepting it, basically, where it's inevitable, there's more testing, therefore there's going to be more cases. People are accepting that. As long as the death rate doesn't explode to a point where it's just like unmanageable, right? It's not realistic. Then I think there's going to be a big problem. You're going to see everything shut down, lockdown mode. You're going to see people selling, they're going to lose their house type of thing, lose your jobs further, start selling collectibles. It's going to get crazy, right? Selling your stuff in general, cars. You're going to lose a lot of stuff. A lot of the industries will be affected. The car industry, the restaurants, hotels are already screwed anyway for a while. But cars, I would say like luxury goods stuff, retail, it's all effed. And especially this thing, Q4, right? Well, I don't know what Q quarter that you're in, but if you're a retailer, it doesn't matter if you're Macy's, Nordstrom's, JCPenney, I think, filed for bankruptcy. Walmart, in some cases, they're kind of essential. But stuff like that. If you are electronics, Apple could be affected. Diet Coke. All those things could affect the economy big time. Because what happens is, remember, during the holidays, right, October, November, December, the American economy and the worldwide economy is based off of the retail stuff is based off of the Black Friday sales, the Cyber Monday sales, Christmas, all that stuff. If people are losing their jobs and they're broke and they can't afford their tax payments or taxes, and there's not another stimulus. Let's say there's not another stimulus. There's going to be a mass exodus of selling of collectibles. A mass exodus. Yeah, so I really, really believe that if you're going to play this right, I think you should wait to buy stuff rather than right now. I think you should be a little cautious. Now, still look for deals. Still look for other things that you want to get into that look attractive, right? If someone presents to you a deal where you can make a quick 10K off 30K, fine, do it, right? Obviously, right? But the deals are not there yet because people aren't panicking yet. Not yet. So my prediction is that the money that you have waiting around could really turn into big money. Big money if you start waiting until that Q4 range. Now, here's the flip side. The flip side of this. If, let's say the economy gets better. The election's happening. Certain factors occur. And basically, like, interest rates are going to stay low, and the economy gets better in the sense that let's say a vaccine comes out. Let's say I think Pfizer announced that a vaccine tests are doing pretty well, and fine, right? But let's say something like that happens, like a vaccine that changes everything. the whole world's just going to go crazy in terms of spending money again. It's going to get nuts. Travel's going to go crazy. All your airline stocks, Carnival Cruises, all that stuff is going to come back, right? It's going to come back like exponentially. The thing is, though, this whole thing about like vaccine probably might happen 2021, maybe late 2021. And the argument is that the virus is having this mutation, this mutant thing. What the hell? Like it can change? Like, someone please put in the comments below what the hell that means. But apparently you can mutate the corona thing, and apparently it's spreading faster, but it's killing less people. Huh. Maybe what's going on is we never knew what the corona was, fully what this was, and it's becoming more clear as we go. I don't know. But all I know is it's a deadly thing. It's dangerous. There's people, in parties and stuff, and they're passing away. They're getting sick. You got to be careful. It's not, you got to take it seriously. You got to wear your fucking masks, right? The mask, yeah, it sucks. You can't breathe, but it helps reduce it. I think up to like almost about 1 or 2%. You have if someone else has it and you're both wearing it, it's 1%. Really powerful stuff. You don't want it to be like, I think it's like 70% if you don't wear a mask. 70% if you're just right there or something. So it's a high infection rate if you don't wear your mask, and I would be very careful. And the thing is, be careful, because the asymptomatic thing, like let's say you have it and you have antibodies for it, you could still get someone infected, and that could kill them. So you still have to wear your damn mask. That's what I'm saying. Now that's enough of the mask. But back to what I'm saying is that I think that you really have to have enough cash ready to go for Q4. You don't, because I don't know where it's really going to go, right? I also think sales right now, they're a little bit flat, or if not down. Vendors, I'm hearing vendors are having a hard time getting more cards and products. They're having, obviously, to compete with a lot of the Facebook groups, stuff like that. They're doing buy list stuff here and there. But all in all, vendors are not getting the speed of cards like they did when they go into the Magic festivals and the Magic Fest. So basically, a lot of vendors, rely on getting all those deals and stuff at the Magic Fest, then sell to their shops, etc., or doing trades. Now it's purely online, and some vendors don't have a robust website. I think the websites that are really doing well are the ones with a robust online presence. The LGS stores still, from what I've heard, are hurting more than they are doing better. Big thing is you can't actually go to the store and play Magic. So think about this. Now, a lot of people, you have to understand, Friday Night Magic or any of the Magic tournaments that they have every week, they're not really there to make money on necessarily just the playing, the packs. It's because the players coming in are to buy singles or trade, et cetera, right? And buying booster boxes or other stuff, right? Pimp out their decks. So if you don't get that foot traffic, that's how retail works, you're going to lose, opportunity to buy stuff. And then because malls are shut down sometimes, some malls are open, but they're just, limited hours. You can't really play. It's the social distance. It limits and affects people's buying motives because they're not interested in actually taking a risk. And with the whole thing, Corona thing going on, you're more afraid, unlikely to take your kids. You're unlikely to go and make a risk, because if you go shopping or go play Magic, you could pass along and get something from someone else you don't know, and that risk is not worth it for your family because you have to come home, and then your family's going to get sick. And people have had stories where their whole family got sick and like half of them died. So it's not worth it, and that's why it's so scary, and that's why I think retail is going to have a hard time for Q4. I think online is going to be fine, in a lot of ways, but it's going to be hard if you start losing your job, losing your house, losing, like, you start having to sell your car type of thing because of those reasons. All right, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree, disagree? I always like hearing your comments. I hope you're being safe. Happy 4th of July. Again, patrons, $15 alliances packs. We are aligned. We are having an alliance. And you guys, thank you so much for your support. I'm doing okay, and we're going to have a lot more videos coming up. I promise. I've done a lot of videos, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's me, Daniel with VintageMagic.com. I'm here to share with you more about our deck and set collector fulfillment service. The deck fulfillment service caters to the player. And what that basically means is if you are a player looking to fulfill your old school Magic deck, certain Power 9 or key pieces in your Vintage deck, or dual lands in your Legacy deck, we have the inventory and the resources to help you fulfill your needs. Next, we have the set collector fulfillment service. This really caters more towards the collector. Oftentimes I've been asked, hey Dan, can you help me find this specific graded card for this set? Or Dan, can you find me these 20 cards left in my beta set? It doesn't matter what you're looking for, even if it's like every single Sarah Angel possible out there, I can help you out. My resources and extensive network in Magic the Gathering, I was able to help thousands of clients all over the world fulfill their needs. I've made it my mission at VintageMagic.com to be your one-stop shop for all your collector needs. For any significant item or collection, we're able to travel anywhere in the world to meet you. The reason why my clients love this service is because it saves you time. What happens is collectors and players often search all over online or vendors and they never find exactly what they're looking for. By going to us, we are the only one-stop shop who can help you with your needs. Using our service gets you exactly what you want and saves you time and money.
Vintage Magic. Game, collect, invest. For more information about our consulting and professional services, visit vintagemagic.com.